Hi, I'm Joe Farina, and I'm the Director of Communications and Marketing of the Dick Biondi film. And I got involved about 2.5 years ago after a fantastic meeting with Pam, and we talked about her vision for the film and about Dick Biondi and why it was so important why he was so important in her life and all the goals and plans that she had in store for the film, what she had done so far and what she had planned in the future. And it just really connected with me, her story, and connected with the fact that I love Dick Biondi. I listen to him all the time. I love rock and roll music, and I love Dick Biondi. And you put those two elements together, for me, it's a match made in heaven. And for me to be involved in this has been a dream come true. And I look forward to, I think there are greater things ahead, quite honest. It's been 6 years for Pam, to get to this point, but I really, really think the best is yet to come. I really, really do. And it will come. And I'm really, really looking forward to what we have in store for all the fans, for Dick and for Pam, and for all the fans and supporters out there. This has really been a treat to be a part of.
Well, let me tell you a story about this little redhead girl that I've known for 30 years. And she's someone who just, when she believes in something, she goes all the way. And she just fell in love with Dick as a person, as a personality, when she was just a teenager. And she spoke to me about her vision about wanting to get this man's story out. And I, at the time, like, okay, who is he? What? Dick who? Huh? What? and the more she told me about Dick, the more excited I got. And she said, yeah, I want to do a documentary. So it just, I feel so honored that I've been part of encouraging her to do it, saying, yes, you can. You've got the vision. You've got the talent. Let's do this, and I came on board and helped her in the inception of it. And her sister and I spent many hours at the kitchen table talking about what she wanted it to be, how many people she wanted to reach, and telling Biondi's story and how he was so unique. He's not like any other DJ in the world. He's a man who truly cares about everybody, including her when she was just 14 years old. And he cared so much that it touched her heart and stayed with her until this very day. So that is what pulled me in this project. And I, try to help in any way that I can. I'm a filmmaker. I gave her, any little bit that I can give her. But we sure hope that all the fans are going to be inspired and moved and just drawn to who Dick Biondi is. I think that's what's going to happen. You just got to wait and see what a great film this is going to be, with all of these stars who say, this man changed my life. This man gave me my opportunity. And that's what this film is about, is a person, one man, who changes the lives of thousands, not millions of people. So there you go.
Thank you, Steph. That was awesome. Delores and Al, what would you like to talk about?
I know that Delores has put in a lot of time, many hours, working on clips for your film. And we had you on our radio show. You appeared on our radio show very graciously about 5 years ago.
That was so fun. You brought your bobblehead. First time I saw a Dick Biondi bobblehead doll. You brought that to it.
And then later on, you appeared on our TV show on the U, which was really exciting. And we ran the spots that you sent us for the
we created some
production of the movie.
Fun for the show.
So we've been involved in this thing for a long time, and we have enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh,
and we love you so much.
Pam, it's been an honor to work with you and your passion, and it's just incredible. You're inspiring. That's for sure.
Oh, thanks, you guys.
We can't
We're
wait
excited
for it
about
to
your
come out.
movie.
You guys have been so helpful. You're the first ones that put me on the air, and I was on your radio show. I never did it before, and
You were a wonderful guest.
wow. Thank
I
you.
bet you were like 3 times at least. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. I do miss you. I haven't seen you in a long time.
us too. We miss you.
We got to
We gotta
catch
get
up.
you over.
Yeah, you
All
should
right,
come to your house.
cool.
Okay.
All right, guys, thank you so much for being part of this.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Pam. Thank you
Now
for
it's Bevy's turn, my sister.
Oh boy, I don't know if I can follow all that. Those were really nice things you guys said. Well, just wonderful. How I got involved? Well, I got involved. My sister moved to LaPorte, a block away from me. She was going to retire in 2009, and it didn't last long because she can't sit still for very long. She has a lot of energy. And so she decided that through a series of events that she was going to do this documentary. And she called me up and said, will you help me I just want a sounding board. So that's kind of how it started. And I said, sure, because I'm always ready to help my sister. And she just started, she jumped in the deep end of the pool and she started swimming and she hasn't stopped. And I am amazed at what she has done in the last 6 years. It's incredible. I told her, you're my hero, because she, from not knowing, what she was doing, a lot of times she got the help that she needed. People came along. I always felt this story was a story about people coming together when they just sort of showed up when she needed them, and they helped her. They gave her a leg up, kind of like Dick Biondi. People came into his life. He came into people's life. He gave them a leg up, helped them along, and it's just a group. It's a group effort. And I know Pam is so grateful. She feels very blessed, and she is, with all the people that have come into her life and helped her. But in the beginning, I said, well, I don't know much. What can I do? And she pushed me, and because she's the older sister, she said, you could do this, you could do. And we did some things, and she said, that wasn't too bad, Bev. You did okay. I said, okay. But I don't know. It was a huge learning experience. And I've seen her go from kind of, she was nervous a lot, but she has put herself out there. And I think just the project has carried her love for Dick Biondi and her admiration for him has given her passion throughout this whole project. And to me, it's an amazing story, and I think, wow, you never know, where you're going to go. And if you just put it out there. So it's wonderful, just a wonderful thing. So anyway, I could say a lot more and go on and on and on, but I won't. But anyway, I love you, Pam.
Okay.
And I just think you guys, and Joe, I'm so happy she has met you. You're just really wonderful, just wonderful. But everybody's kind of helped her along. And Stephanie, fantastic. I don't know Delores and Al very well, but I know she's talked about you guys a lot, and she loves you guys. And I know she loves everybody. So,
We love
yeah. Anyway.
Wow,
So,
thanks, you guys. Thanks, Beverly.
Yeah.
You know
you're
what?
welcome.
I'm going to keep this short because I'm going to break up. I know I am.
Oh,
But this is just a dream come true. And telling Dick's story, took me back to my childhood. And I've actually overcome so many personal fears doing this. I was afraid to divulge my personal story. I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about Dick. And I had the hardest time to try to overcome that. But, it was a story I really felt was important. I wanted to tell it. And I'm finally telling it. It's out of me. We have the story out on the timeline. And it's like giving birth.
yeah.
There's one person
sure.
here that is definitely, I wish was here. Well, there's several people that I wish were here. Patty Wisniewski, who was the instigator, who gave me the courage to go chase my dream. Just like Dick's father told him to go chase his dream. Patty Wisniewski, a wonderful filmmaker that I met, and we had an instant connection. And when I told her my secret dream was always to tell Dick Biondi's story, ever since I could remember, ever since before I even got in video when I used to write. I always thought I would write Dick's story. But once I got into filmmaking, it was sort of like it took me over, you know. I love video, and it's my passion. So when I met Patty and told her that little secret dream of mine, she encouraged me. She said, well, you could do it. And I really didn't believe her. I honestly did not believe her at first, but I thought, I got to try, you know, why not? I've got to try. So I jumped in, like my sister said, I jumped in. And once I got started, I couldn't stop, and I still can't stop. So thanks for everybody for being part of this. And you know what? The phone rang the day I made up my mind, and I was sitting down at my kitchen table. I was trying to compose an email to Dick. How am I going to ask Dick if I could tell a story? What can I say? I was thinking about it, and the phone rang. And guess what? It was Stephanie. What are you doing? I said, well, I'm getting ready to ask Dick if I can do a documentary about him. She goes, well, I'll help you. Oh my God. It was like a gift. Every one of you have been a gift. Okay, I got off track, as I often do. There's a couple people that I also wish were here. Brian Kallies, a wonderful filmmaker, wonderful storyteller. And he actually worked on my trailer, my storyboards, and he did the first chapter of the story where my sister gets to ride on the tilt-a-whirl with Dick Biondi, and I don't. And she didn't even listen to Dick Biondi. So there. So Brian helped me, get that story out of me. He got me started. He did a terrific job. He's still consulting with the film and willing to help us get to the finish line. Great guy. He couldn't be here today. There's another man that is really integral to this project, and that's my editor, my cameraman, Steve Zagata. And I've worked so closely with Steve all along. He has pulled this out of me, like dragged it out of me. He's a very kind person and a lot of patience. So I really owe Steve a lot. And I don't think he ever dreamed that he would be with me for 5 or 6 years doing this. And it's like, I've had relationships less time than this, you know.
And Cindy too, Pam. Cindy.
Yes, Cindy, of course, thank you. Cindy has always been there for me from the beginning. She has helped me through a lot of my other projects that I've worked on. And when she heard I was doing this one, she jumped right in. She was there whenever she can be of help. She's always of help. Tom Desch is also very helpful. Tom Desch is another filmmaker who was involved in shooting. And he's also given me a lot of feedback for, the story and bringing, he's the one that sort of said to me, this is good, but it could be better if you put yourself into it more.
Oh, right. I remember
And
that.
I knew he was right, but I was so scared to do that.
Yeah.
So, so every one of you has had a big impact on this story. It's amazing. So thank you.
you.
It's been wonderful working with all of you. You've all been just terrific. So
Thank you for letting us be a part of it.
Thanks, Pammy.
Thank you, Pam.
yeah.
Thanks.